Welcome to Grubbin with CultMoo. On today's episode, we have the newest limited time flavor of Lay's chips. These are sort of mix and match flavors. So you have a Doritos Cool Ranch in the normal Lay's chip, a normal Cheetos chip, a kettle-cooked Fritos Chili Cheese, as well as the wavy Funyuns. If you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you probably know that we're always reviewing these new Lays. Every year they got a different wacky thing, do us a flavor, limited editions, what have you. And you know, our opinions are pretty negative of the whole experience. We have decided that Lay's only has 5 unique spices, and whatever mix they use of those 5 is the flavors they're trying to give these chips. Now, out of all of these, is there really a distinct flavor to any of these things, or does it have something to do with the texture? That's kind of what I think. Maybe the Funyun, out of all of them, would have the most unique flavor, or maybe the Chili Cheese Fritos. Because that's not a flavor you usually find on any other chip. But that's what I'm here to find out. Are these good? Is it an interesting idea? Do they taste nice? Or is it all the normal, gimmicky BS? I do have to say, I'm not generally a fan of the Cool Ranch Doritos in the first place. I just think Cool Ranch is boring. That's all. That's all. And of course, we got a little palate cleanser here. You gotta have one of those in between each session of flavors. That's a full contact Imperial Hazy from Elysian. Good job, guys. Kicking it off with the Cool Ranch. I think this is the most subtle flavor we have on the table, and probably the hardest job they're gonna have to pull it off. Because I think Cool Ranch is like, it's ingrained that it is a corn chip. It has to be. The corn is part of the flavor. Let's try it out here. Interesting. Turns out, Cool Ranch is just sour cream and onion. That's what I'm getting out of these. Tastes exactly like sour cream and onion Lays. I like sour cream and onion Lays. I think it works on potato chip. But these, you're telling me this is something different. You know what I'm saying? You are gaslighting me with these chips. And I don't need that in my life, alright? Alright, I would buy them again because maybe they're out of sour cream and onion. And I still need my sour cream and onion. Oh, there's a Cool Ranch. I would get those. So they're like a 7 in flavor. Maybe like a 4 in execution. Next up, let's go with the Cheetos. So after the Cool Ranch, I have to assume these are just gonna taste like the cheddar and sour cream chips. You know what I mean? I don't know how you're gonna get distinct Cheetos out of this. Although, somehow they do smell of Cheeto. I am getting something very reminiscent of the Cheeto cheese flavor. Now, I think that is because Cheetos have a certain dustiness to them, if that makes sense, in their flavor. And it is coming across in these chips somehow. These aren't just the normal cheddar and sour cream flavor. There's a Cheeto essence hanging about these Lay's chips. Is it everything I would want? No. What I want is flamin' hot Cheetos Doritos chips, or Lay's chips. I think that would be interesting. I would give that... I wouldn't buy it again, probably. I'd give it a 5. Cheetos, they're more fun to eat because of the texture, not the flavor. Alright, I think chili cheese is a stronger flavor. So we're going to move that over here and get to the Funyun. Now, when I first started this, I figured the Funyun was the one that was going to taste like sour cream and onion, not the Cool Ranch. So, let's see what's going on here. Barely smells of anything. Yeah. Those aren't very good. Here's what I'm getting, like sort of an onion soup mix flavor. Just directly applied to the chip. I think what makes Funyuns work, again, is the texture of the delivery device you get. Plus, the corn puffed ring that Funyuns come on. Those corn puffs, much like Cheetos, the puff itself doesn't come with a flavor. It's very neutral. It's like a vodka, right? It's the flavor that's sprayed on top of it that really gives you the taste of it combined with the texture. A potato chip, however, has a distinctly potato flavor. If there was no flavoring on them whatsoever, you would still taste a strong potato flavor. What you're doing is you're adding onion to a potato chip, and while that sounds like it's going to work, for some reason, it's not quite the right flavor. You need a more caramelized onion. You need a more toasty onion. These are like a raw onion, powder onion. See, even Diego, not a fan. I think there's a place for these, and it's dipping them in a dip. You would get like an onion boost if you had like an onion dip. And that would work. But otherwise, there's too much onion, honestly, going on here to really like them. Like, if we look at the sour cream and onion, there's a balance, because you got that dairy flavor on top of it. I love Funyuns. I hate to say it, but these are getting a 5. I wouldn't buy them again. And then we're going to finish it out with the Chili Cheese Fritos. Now, if any of these flavors were going to work on some other type of chip, it would be Chili Cheese Fritos. Chili Cheese Fritos are magic. They taste delicious. They're too small. It's like eating chip gravel. So, if there's another delivery device that works, I'm interested. I want to know about it. Alright. They got a good smell. The cumin is really coming up strong. There's just something about the super bland corn strip that Chili Cheese Fritos comes on that really just lends itself to that overly salty, strong flavor that those chips have. When you add that same amount of flavor to a kettle chip, the texture is fighting with the flavor. Honestly, I think the chili cheese flavor would be better served on a wavy chip. Plus, it's got to be said, Lay's has pretty much the worst kettle texture of any kettle chip. And I like kettle chips. I do. Usually Lay's problem is they don't taste enough like what you want them to taste like. The chili cheese and the Funyun are too strong. They got too much flavor. What if we mix them together? What's that like? It's like eating a ramen packet. That's what it tastes like. What about cheese? Does that work? Oh. It subdues it a little bit, but man, I already have generally low expectations for these gimmick Lay's flavors. But these ones, I mean, here's the thing. They did hit the flavor profile on 3 out of 4. But the problem is that there's a reason these flavors go with the chip they're on. And they don't do this normally. It just doesn't work. And now, Lay's, you're making me, renowned hater of Doritos Cool Ranch chips, say that the Cool Ranch Lay's are the best. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to my reputation? So, let me know what you think about all these chips if you tried them. Which one is your favorite? What other flavor would you like to see on a chip? Now, right? Why we gotta stick to other chips? Why not have a bloomin' onion kettle chip, huh? Think about that, Lace. What about an icy flavor, you know? Get weird with it. Go get you a palate cleanser and enjoy it. Maybe don't buy these chips except for the Doritos Cool Ranch. We'll see you next time. Like, share, subscribe. Check out the Twitches. And we'll see you again in the future. Bye-bye.